What's up, YouTube? Chase Bristow here. One thing I'm going to tell you is do not fucking ever tell me about God. Because if you tell me there is a God, maybe there is, but he's a fucking narcissist who belongs burning in hell. For the past 10 fucking years, I have either been institutionalized, I was either in jail, in an institution, or in a group home, just because I'm gay. Now, the reason I'm so pissed off today is because I was supposed to be going to this festival. I used to dress up as Michael Jackson, and for 10 fucking years I was supposed to be going to this festival called Ferndale Day. Now, there was one year that I was not in a mental institution, or jail, or anything. And the whole reason I was in jail was because of some dumb bullshit that my parents pulled, that they tried to get me in there because they're narcissists. They don't care that they're ripping my entire life out from underneath me. They just don't want a faggot in their house. So what? So I suck dick, big deal. So every year there was some shit going down around this time that would have me put in jail. My parents would stir up some shit, or the group home would stir up some shit and lie on me. So May 5th is always Ferndale Day. Now, 2017. Well, let me give you a lowdown. So, about 10 years ago today, I was in Order County Detention Center because my parents decided they wanted to put me in a group home because I'm gay, and they said what they needed to say to piss off somebody who has bipolar and manic depression. So they didn't care about my bipolar, they didn't care about my manic depression. All they cared about was sending a faggot out of their house. They didn't care that I had to go to work that afternoon. They didn't care that I had 3 jobs, that I had everything going for me and all the friends in the world. All they cared about was me going to jail. So they decided they wanted to take everything and my life too away from me, saying, "Chase, you're going to a group home because you suck dick, you little faggot." So after that, boom, jail. Because I had bipolar. I wasn't on my medication. I didn't smoke. So I don't even like to take prescribed medication. Why the hell do half of you assholes think I smoke meth? Because I don't even take prescribed shit. The only thing I do is a Newport every 3 hours, which I'm going to have one now because I am livid. So that 2000, that was first year. Then another year, the next year I was in jail too, because the group home that I was sent to lied about me, saying I was running away and escaping. I wasn't. I was just trying to get to work on time, and they wouldn't pick me up. They wouldn't take me to work, and I had to have this staff supervision bullshit. So, oh yeah, and this group home also stole checks from me. I would get SSI checks, and they would steal my government checks, and now I am in debt with the government. That's a whole issue that my parents are still fighting. Now, so 2012, I was in the group home. I was in jail for that. 2013, I was put in jail again. 2014 comes, and jail again. Every other month they had to call the police or say something, because one thing was at a place and they made a whole big ordeal out of it. The police were always at every fucking group home taking people who were competent to jail. Now the fucking mongoloids who said they didn't go to jail because they had a crutch. They were too disabled. So they could throw chairs at me and bullshit like that, but when it came down to me saying what I had to say about it. Me being competent enough to understand what was going on and understand why a chair being hurled at somebody is such a bad thing. I was the one that went to jail. So, yeah, every 2 months I was in jail. So, 2012, 2014. So, Halloween of 2014, I escaped, went to New York, and came back to turn myself in because there was a warrant for my escape. Yada, yada, yada. I went to be with my fiance, who was already married. And, there was a warrant out for my arrest that the group home had put. So, after that, I went to jail for a year. So, 2014 and 2015, still in jail. 2016 comes around. And I go back home. But my mom had to start some shit because she knew that I was excited about something. She knew that I had everything I wanted again. I had friends. I had my life back together. And my mother's a narcissist who does not like to see me happy. So, what happened? Jail. Alright, so I learned some coping skills and I learned how to do reverse psychology at this point. So I got out of jail. 2017 comes. May 5th, 2017. Pouring down rain and it was canceled. Maybe that's why my mom didn't fuck with me that year, because she knew it was going to rain. She knew it was going to storm. 2018 comes, and I had gone shopping for accessories and everything to go to Ferndale Day. Came home, and then my mom started her shit again. But this time, she didn't have me put in jail. She had me put in a mental hospital, saying I was crazy. But she always stirred shit up that didn't need to be stirred shit. So, she didn't care where I was. She just wanted my life to be hell. And, you know, it's Ferndale Day again, but this is some bullshit. Don't ever fucking tell me about God, because I will rip you a new ass. You hear? You ever fucking tell me about God, how he loves me, I will shove a Bible down your fucking throat, and what's left of it I will shove up your asshole. And you'll know what it's like to be a gay bottom bitch. That is some bullshit. Some serious fucking bullshit. So you ever fucking tell me about God, anybody, I'll fuck you up. And for 1 second, don't you think for 1 fucking minute that I do drugs. I would sooner accept a meth pipe to shove it in somebody's face and grind the glass of that pipe in your fucking face. If you accuse me of doing drugs, I'll gladly buy a meth pipe. But I won't use it. I'll get some meth, put it in there, and burn it so it's hot. And then I will smash it across your face and let the burning shards hit your face and get inside of it and grind it with an oven mitt on. My hand won't be burnt, but your face will be burnt and cut the fuck up. Don't you ever tell me I do meth. This is the only thing I smoke. And any drug dealer that's ever approached me can tell you the same goddamn thing. Every time a drug dealer approaches me, I tell him to get the fuck away. And if you want to leave a comment a negative comment on me. It's funny how you take the time out of your day to leave comments accusing me of doing drugs and everything. But if I ever saw you in person, I wouldn't piss on you if you were on fire. Hell, if one of you guys who accused me of doing drugs was drowning, in cold water, the most I'd do would be get a pot of boiling water and pour it on your head so you keep warm. Accuse me of doing drugs. No, I've just had a very hard life. Why? Because my parents are homophobic and God is a fucking narcissist. See, could have been a wonderful festival, but if God is real, he's a narcissist. You know why? Because he didn't care that he ruined everybody's day and the whole festival was canceled. Now, for the sake of argument, if God is real, and I am out, he didn't care that everybody had their day canceled. An entire celebration for a town was canceled. He didn't care about that. All he cared about was Chase Bristow can't go to Ferndale Day. He's out of prison. He's out of jail. He's not in a group home. He's not in a mental hospital. He's free. I can't let him go to Ferndale Day, so I'm going to cancel it and fuck everybody's life up. Everybody's day is going to be fucked up. Because one person that I fucking can't stand wants to have his moment in the sun. Wants to dress up as Michael Jackson and make his comeback after 10 fucking years. Yeah. So, that being said, God is a fucking narcissist. If he exists, he's a narcissist. So, everybody's day's fucked up. Nobody gets to enjoy seeing a parade. Nobody gets to enjoy their funnel cake at the little carnival down the street. Nobody gets to mix and mingle and celebrate Ferndale, an entire town. Why? Because God does not want me going to this day. God does not want me going to this festival. So God is a fucking narcissist. And I swear that if it's in my power, and if he is real, I will, when I do die, when I perish, I'm gonna go to heaven. I'm gonna fucking get him and put him in a fucking Pandora's box, send his ass to hell, and overthrow him. And I will be the next God. And then my plans are to send another spawn of myself back in time to 1985, and I will be a 28-year-old individual, mortal human being, who auditions for a role in the Golden Girls. Because I'll be God, I'll do anything I want. If God can create the world in 7 days, and I overthrow him when I finally get up to heaven, then I can easily turn back time and send myself back down to earth. And there will be no God, but I will be friends with all the Golden Girls and be on set and audition and get a lead role in a lot of their shows. But God ain't real, so none of that shit's gonna happen. I don't believe in him. I believe in a higher power. I am a Wiccan. But if God is real, he's a fucking narcissist. So I hope everybody enjoys their day being ruined. Because I'm not in jail or an institution. I'm gonna go home and watch the Golden Girls Marathon on TV land. Because God's a narcissist bastard if he exists. Peace. Stay golden. And for any of you trolls who try to tell me I do drugs, one day I'll meet one of you and offer you a glass of water to wash your foot down with. Odds are I probably won't, because a lot of you people who have told me I do drugs, I'm sorry, were you there? Did you see me do them? No. All you see is somebody who has a sunken in face. Well, maybe I'm so anorexic looking because I walk everywhere. And why the fuck do I have to explain anything to your punk ass? I mean, somebody sees somebody who's skinny and everything. Well, why don't you sit on your chair and type some more shit? I'm sure if I was McDonald's, you wouldn't be treating me like this. You'd put me on a pedestal if I offered you a free hamburger or a container of lard. Yeah. I see how you fucking trolls are. You have, what, 2 subscribers, no content. You don't even show your face. Probably too afraid to. You're probably too afraid the fucking camera will break. Well, if I ever see one of you in public, you won't need a camera to break, because I'll break your fucking skull. Tell me I do drugs. Nah, I don't. I'm just a very hard-working person who walks from point A to point B and lives off of disco naps. I spend an hour or 2 sleeping, then I have to get ready for things. For karaoke, for stand-up, for open mic, for events, festivals, grand openings. Then I have depression, bipolar, and yes, I have Asperger's syndrome, which is a form of autism. All that thrown in. You're going to get somebody who acts a little bizarre, but you don't take your time to think about that. All you do is, oh, he does drugs. Man, I'd rather buy a fucking meth pipe to shove it up your ass. If I could find it. Between all that fucking flab and bullshit. I wouldn't even suck your dick. You're probably too fat and I'd suffocate under your flab. Fun way to die. I wonder how many of you are still virgins. You fucking internet troll bastards. I just feel sorry for your parents who have probably repeatedly asked you to go out and get a life and do something with it. Mine are very proud of me. My parents love me. I can't go down the street without wearing a disguise, which I'm wearing now. And I have to go early in the morning down the street or somewhere to get my cigarettes or get a Mountain Dew or whatever. Because people stop me for autographs. I'm a celebrity. What are you? Some fat slob who sits at their desk, at their chair, at their office, at home, petting your million cats, your apartment smelling like cat piss. Or you're sitting in your parents' basement. And your parents have repeatedly told you to pry your fat lard ass off that chair and get a life. But you decide to make a living off of being so jealous of people like me that you feel the need to bring them down. I'll bring you down into an early grave. If you want to check my channel out, that's fine. But before you judge me, why don't you go judge your fucking cholesterol, you fat pig piece of shit?